get the feeling that someone's mask is about to slip?
Welcome to Jae Bae Official.
As if that happy-go-lucky, everyone needs love persona is all an act.
Where we're flipping the script on fat phobia and empowering everybody to live bold.
We've watched her demand bigger chairs, bigger spaces, bigger hotel hallways, and express that she has even bigger sympathy.
If you've ever been uncomfortable in a restaurant because of your size, I know the struggle, and that's why I'm making today's video.
She's doing this to help the world be a better place for all while insisting she did not need to change a thing. But lately, something did change. The mask did slip. The veil descended and footage was released.
Hey, nah, this is my evidence.
Yeah,
Get the f
don't
out
know
now.
with you. Let's go.
Get the f out now.
Let's go. Let's
Get the
go.
f out now.
And let's just say everything many people thought about Jae Bae might not have been wrong after all.
Where my goals at? Hey, it's time for all of us to rise. We stayed in the crevices of the earth, but now it's time. There's no time to wait.
Hello my ghoulies and my ghouls, welcome back. We have a lot to talk about. You guys have tagged me in this every single day since it happened. But before we start and get into the footage and the story of what many would say is the 500-pound terror coming to an end, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification button. Extra kisses on the butt cheek if you leave me a comment saying in the comment section. YouTube has changed their algorithm once again, and I am pretty much a solo show when it comes to figuring out YouTube, and I've been trying to figure it out and failing. Well, let's start. Jae Bae, or Jalen Chaney, started as a woman who reviewed womanly things like face masks, pink speakers, and setting sprays. But her bread and butter was helping other plus-size women who struggle to find clothing to fit their butt cheek. And so she would help them by doing plus-size clothing hauls so they can see what her body looks like, and they would feel more comfortable also wearing it. And many enjoyed them and found them extremely helpful.
Y'all are really the sweetest, telling me you love my clothes and asking me where I get them from. You can keep those questions coming. I will always tell you where I get my outfits from, because that is something I love to help people with.
These plus-size clothing hauls would help her social media just boom, especially on her TikTok, because you don't see many people Jae Bae's size wearing clothing on, everyday commercials. Thus, Jae Bae began doing a multitude of a massive amount of plus-size clothing hauls for clothing companies like Torrid. And you guys, she was not shy. Many women shield people's eyes away from their cottage cheese thighs, their ripples, their guts, and their love handles, but not Jae Bae. Oh no. She embraced all of that because she believed that she should let it all hang out, just like the skinny girls do. Let the gut be free.
You do not have to lose weight to wear the crop top, to wear the shorts, okay? Your body is perfect, just the way it is.
Honestly, if she's comfortable that way, letting the gut be free, let the gut be free. So for a few months, Jae Bae would seem to stick to primarily plus-size clothing, helping plus-size women seeing the beauty in seeing their size, wearing all these clothes. And she would make sure to wear many things that a lot of plus-size women were told not to wear. Fitness tests that would let the tummy show, a crop top and short combo with cellulite showing. Others wouldn't dare wear these kind of clothes, but Jae Bae would push the boundaries and wear a two-piece. Many women's worst nightmare, but not Jae Bae. She was bold, she was powerful, she was a plus-size queen, she was confident, and she wanted every other woman to feel the same as she did.
You deserve to feel great in whatever you wear, so don't let anyone change your mind on that. Wear what you want, do what you want, live your best life.
And live her best life, Jae Bae would. She would continue her clothing hauls, showing off a various amounts of clothing and how they fit her body. Dancing in the clothes, showing that big girls have great lives too. All you have to do is dance. And dance she did. Take note that in these earlier videos that Jae Bae was standing, dancing, moving. In many videos, she was even walking in shoes. Not flats, but heels. They weren't the tallest of heels, but still, any type of leverage and heel on a person of this size is going to be a huge challenge. But Jae Bae was doing it in multiple videos. Actually, in almost all of her earlier videos, Jae Bae was always standing, moving her body to music, more vibrant. Eventually though, Jae Bae would go down the path that many plus-size creators find, the path of body positivity, and she posted her first video of her fat shaming story.
And so the dress, I think it also didn't fit. And so My mom straight up just smacked the shit out of me.
Yeah, it was pretty much about her not fitting into a dress, and according to her, her mother got a little handsy because she couldn't fit into a dress, which I don't know if I believe. In fact, I don't believe her because of what I know now at the end of the video. But once she dipped her toes into the world of body positivity, and after this fat phobic story, she started down another path. Traditionally, anyone who goes down the path of body positivity, usually the ones that are a certain size, like Jae Bae size, will wander into a new area, a new community, a community of bodies only like theirs, and no thins around. Everyone's round, plump, rotund. That's right, the fat acceptance community that doesn't allow thins into the group, and the bigger the woman, the more power she has. And Jae Bae, she was quite large. That's no secret, right? She was large and proud. Jae Bae went from wear what you want, you know, super happy and go lucky, to a full-blown fat liberationist. And boy, would our girl get liberated. Jae Bae would start going viral all the time for saying that she shouldn't have to change for the world should change for her. As fat people are not the problem here, it's the world's fault that she can't fit into anything. Jae Bae would get more attention for this, so then Jae Bae started promoting handouts in result of her own choices.
So you want to hear my hot take on plus size travel and why I think every plus size traveler should get a free second and even third seat on an airplane?
This suggestion did not go well with the public at all. Many people questioned why not just do something about it. Many said that she doesn't deserve free seats, and a lot of the tall people came into the chat saying they literally couldn't change their body even if they tried, and were very irritated with Jae Bae and her smug attitude, asking for the community to change with all these multiple petitions while she's eating a lot of food.
And sign my petition to make some real change.
Soon Jae Bae would meet her boyfriend, Jake, body positive creator. So I'm trying to be a little bit more serious because of what the ending of this video is.
I assaulted an officer, please take me to jail.
But sir, he was trying to get those ladies, huh? With that title. Everyone knows he's body positive because it says it in his TikTok. That's how you know it's true. Just like we know that Jae Bae is sweet, completely mentally stable.
Hey, nah, this is my evidence.
Yeah,
Get the f
don't
out
know.
now.
Okay, let's go.
Get the f out now.
And doing all of this to help her fellow fats, and not for the money. Jae Bae wasn't only about showing plus size clothing representation or plus size traveling, she was also about showing plus size love, and she would share her and Jake's travels and ask people to share their videos or stitch it with their own plus size partner, because they needed to show the world that fat people can be in love with each other. You know, true love, happy, healthy relationships. That's what she was about. All of these tactics would help Jae Bae's TikTok. The constant complaining about how traveling is hard for her, saying that she and others her size deserve to have free seats, all while eating burgers and fried chicken with a tube up her nose.
Y'all know I'm fat. I love anything with the name fat in it. So I'm really excited to try this. I got these boneless buffalo fingers right here.
All of these things really made Jae Bae one of the most prominent rotund influencers, or in their words, fat babes, and she would get rewarded sponsorships. We get free mattresses all the time, showing that her and Jake, the body positive boyfriend, can fit on these specialized mattresses.
Hey, I'm Jay, and this is my fiance Jake. Oftentimes you can find us pillow fighting on our big fig mattress.
I love jumping into my big fig at the end of a long day.
Jake, let's not get too cocky, okay? I'm all for, you know, mattresses fitting someone's body because we need to make sure our backs are great for when we sleep, but you are pushing it. You got a mattress. You didn't say anything about the bed frame being able to handle y'all jumping in this bed. Let's calm that down. Anywho, Jae Bae would get to travel all the time and complain while doing it because a flight attendant couldn't push her in her wheelchair because the flight attendant was too small and Jae Bae was too large.
I'm a plus-size wheelchair user, and on a recent flight to the SeaTac airport, I requested wheelchair assistance, as I always do. When it came time for me to deplane, I saw the employee who would be assisting me with my wheelchair waiting for me in the entry of the jet bridge. As I approached her and she realized she'd be assisting me and not one of the smaller passengers, she started to walk away with the wheelchair while making comments about my size. Even when I told her I really needed the chair and needed her to let me sit down in it, She blatantly ignored me and kept walking.
As you can see, a little different from when she first started. Jae Bae would now film almost all of her videos seated. She would always be getting pushed in a wheelchair by Jake, the body positive influencer.
Some days I roll in a wheelchair, but guess what? That doesn't define my worth.
And this is one of 3 reasons why I don't believe her little wheelchair story of the attendant from C-Tech saying that she wouldn't push her and she ran away talking shit about her body. This chick always is connected to her phone. She couldn't pull this out and at least show the little skinny girl running away with a wheelchair. 2, her boyfriend is her travel buddy. Why couldn't he just push her? And 3, I'll tell you at the end of the story. Subscribe. Jae Bae's mobility and ability to walk was reducing post by post. If she wasn't in her wheelchair, she needed some sort of assistance.
Some days you might see me using a walker, but my worth does not change.
But that's okay because she made sure to write it in her script/AI voiceover that even if you eat yourself into lack of mobility, you are still great.
And neither does yours if you use a mobility aid too. Some days I might need a little support from my cane, but that doesn't change a thing. I'm still absolutely worthy.
Many of the people outside of the fat acceptance community criticized Jae Bae, me being one. But in the fat community, she was an absolute queen and she was extremely proud of the accomplishments that she made. I'm still a little confused about the accomplishments because so far, and I've been following Jae Bae for a while, she only complained on the internet. She didn't change airplane seats, she didn't get a hotel to knock down their hallways, and they didn't increase the size of the chairs for her. And that lady didn't push her in the wheelchair, so I'm a little confused about that. But nonetheless, many people found her story to be very inspirational. Motivational, really, even though she would breathe extremely heavy through the whole speech.
I am feeling extra grateful today, and I want to share a little bit of my story and explain why I feel so grateful, even though I'm just chilling here in the trees. So let me tell you a little bit about my story. I had a really rough childhood. My parents have both struggled with addiction my whole life. I've been homeless, abused, sexually assaulted. You name it, I've probably been through it. And all that, I became a first-generation high school and college graduate. Then, after graduating college, not even a few months later, I got sick and ended up in a hospital and ended up getting a diagnosis that would change my life and requires me to wear oxygen. It took a long time for them to figure out what was wrong with me. The doctors declared me homebound for over a year. And what that means is I was not allowed to leave my house other than for medical emergencies and medical appointments. So going from being homebound to now being able to come out and be in nature again and live my best life means so much to me.
She did it. She came so far. She can leave her house in a wheelchair and look at the trees. Yep, business was booming for Jae Bae, and no, she couldn't really walk around like she used to, but she had a boyfriend. She could travel, free clothing, sponsorships, and she got invited to an event that she always wanted to go to, and she was going to be one of the guests.
All right, y'all. Your girl Jay is officially going to FatCon 2025. I have been wanting to go to FatCon for what feels like years now.
But Jae Bae would never get to FatCon. She wouldn't even be able to get on TikTok anymore. For weeks, everybody was asking, wondering, where's that chick that's constantly on TikTok and would complain about her booty cheeks not fitting into chairs while she ate fried chicken from Fat Shack? So instead of constantly eating the way that she likes or complaining on TikTok or going to FatCon, Jae Bae would actually make it to jail. Right before we all heard that she got in jail, Jae Bae would go on this rampage and she would kind of hint at the fact that her boyfriend was the one that was an issue, that she was the victim, that she was the one that had to call the police on him.
I did not want to have to do this. I've tried to figure out what I was meant to do. And today something happened that I cannot allow to happen to anybody else. You know my I don't know what's going to happen from here, but the police are on their way. They're 15 minutes out. I will let you know when I can what happens, okay? But I need you guys to know I'm safe. And there's lots of things you will learn. Okay? Thank you. Thank you for your understanding. Thank you for your kind words. Thank you for giving me the courage and the strength to do this. But most of all, I have to thank God, because I would not be alive had today not played out the way it did. You will understand one day, I promise. But for now, I'm going to be gone, and I don't know how long I'm going to be gone. But please know that I am safe.
She gave the vibe that he was ASSAULTING her. But once the police report came out, it seemed that Jae Bae was the one doing all the things that she said everybody else was doing to her. The charges were a lot: criminal trespassing, misuse of 911, interfering with healthcare facility, obstruction of law enforcement, criminal trespassing, and more. I didn't even read them all, they're in the other video. The speculation started, the videos came up, and many people got it wrong what was going on, but finally, we have the dash cam footage, and honestly, I was expecting to laugh. You know, the ones when I have to get up my chair, hold Tia and Timera so they don't pop out and say hello to you, and clap my hands like a little seal.
The chicken said, "On the road!"
And I did do that on some parts. On other parts, I kind of felt myself just like retracting my body saying, oh, what's going on? Does she have problems? Is she putting on an act? What's happening up here? But all the info that we saw from the charges on Jae Bae is shown on the dash cam, and it's a little while to see it all play out. Before we get into this footage, it is all over TikTok. People are speculating everything, and there seems to be two types of people. Well, three. People saying that this is all an act. Other people saying she's clearly having a mental breakdown.
She's very obviously having like mental health issues in those videos.
And then the third people who are just laughing. And then I see that everybody's kind of fighting all over that and judging each other for where they stand. I'm gonna say, I think all three are right. It literally made me do all three. So let me know what it does to you. This all started at a hospital. Keep in mind that the hospitals all know Jaylyn by name and by her body. The police also know her by name. People in the area know Jaylyn by name. They know who she is. They know that she's demanding, rude, and at this point, the hospital worker had to walk away from Jaylyn because she was just too much for her at this point.
Hello.
Some very unruly people.
So, apparently, how did she get up here? Did she come from Catholic?
The corner right next to Catholic, she called 911, and Rich and Fire was like, we can't take her anywhere else. And I was like, no, that's fine, bring her here. And she was fine for a while, but now she's getting amped up and just being very verbally aggressive towards the staff.
So, Ramos has dealt with her before and has a number to her dad. So basically she meets Crisis is aware. She meets criteria, but no one can deal with her because of her size.
Sure.
So he's calling her dad on the way up here to see because apparently he came and picked her up once before. And we'll see if we can go that route. But I mean, she has the ability to go to Crisis, but they don't have any place that can handle her.
Not only is Jaylyn extremely hard to deal with verbally, but because of her size, she can't get into Crisis like she's requesting. Now, we don't know the full story, but I'm sure she started getting very angry at the nurse. You know, the nurse that said, you know, please bring her to this hospital, we can handle her size. But then Jae Bae requested to go to Crisis, and the nurse said, well, they can't handle you at this size. And that's when Jae Bae started getting angry. That's just speculation. And then she just started throwing out all of her favorite trigger words to get what she wanted.
So that's the problem.
And then this lady in the gray sweater is also getting involved, and I was trying to deal with one situation, and then she started yelling at me as well. She's quite angry, but also saying that we are harassing Jaylyn.
I felt so bad for this lady. She was trying so hard with Jaylyn, but at this point she had enough.
Okay.
So, you know, sometimes fights are too much for me and I just get tired.
So then the police officer goes to meet Jaylyn, and boy does she give him an introduction about who she was.
My name's Officer Lay with Kennewick PD.
Hi, I'm Jaylyn. IGR, well, my birth name is Jaylyn, IGR.
Okay.
Born on.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I filed many reports. Well, I've been trying to file many reports.
Okay.
Actually, which started here when they hired a fake actor.
Okay.
That was really cool to come in and stuff. But I could tell you all about it down at the police department if you want.
Yeah, he didn't really want to hear about that, but when she said fake actors, I was like, girl. Huh? And not only did she bring up fake actors, you know, the hospital workers are fake actors, she said that she tried to call the FBI so that she could also tell them.
I don't know, I thought I was being called here because I thought I was having a mental health crisis because they made me seem that way.
Okay.
But they know what they're doing, and unfortunately these paid actors are now involved. I've tried to let them know that they should have left, but
okay, so what's going on today, Jaylyn?
I called the FBI. I needed Crisis. I had my SARC stuff that was getting done at Cadillac, which I figured out is where I was
kidnapped from the first, or I was born there. Kidnapped, that whole thing. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
No one knew exactly what she was saying. Through the video too, she is claiming that she's trying to call something called SARC and the hospital or, you know, housing area that she wants to get to, but according to her, this hospital won't let her leave. They even disconnected the phone so she can't call.
But I'm waiting for SARC to call. They disconnected that phone, so it won't work. If you pick it up, it won't work.
Okay.
You want to try calling from it?
So the whole...
I know your thing isn't on, so...
It's on. It's recording.
It is? Okay, cool.
The people saying, well, she's clearly having a mental health crisis. Others are saying that she's acting. Either way you want to go, I personally believe this person should never have ever had a phone that had a TikTok on it. She should have never been on social media because all social media did was probably make her worse. Like if I ever get wild, my brain starts, you know, short circuiting going on, can y'all promise me just take my phone? Let me like get a brain cleanse and then I can come back. Because as the video goes, it gets weirder and weirder.
Blinking red. So what's the whole situation right now? You're just waiting for SARC?
No, I'm trying to get a hold of SARC.
You're trying to get a hold of SARC?
But yeah, but somehow people kept coming to me that were like, we're Cadlick, and you guys thought I was faking, and then I was thinking I'm crazy, so I haven't seen a single thing on TV, and I knew something was wrong when they kept playing Fox 11, and then it would start, you know, something, you know what's up. They left me naked though like this. I literally thought I was coming to get help, and I thought maybe God really did bring me here. And then when Lords was weird, I was like, okay, this is weird. And then when not all, but certain PD members were threatening me and extorting me, that's when I was like, shit's weird, dude. I'm not crazy.
You know, it's given the person on the side of the road that starts talking to you about seeing people and Fox News, and you quickly walk past to avoid any more communication with them.
Do I feel safe in this Tri-Cities? Absolutely not, and I need to get the fuck out, but that's why I wanted you guys to arrest me earlier.
So what's your plan to get out of Tri-Cities?
I don't know. I was going to wait for SARC, but they told me they can't. They would need to get me to one of the places they gave me. I have an evidence bag.
Okay.
They went through my evidence bags thinking they could find my laptop and my phone, which were supposed to be with Jerome. Probably in prison now. Okay. I haven't watched a single bit of social media news since the 23rd. I don't know, since my phone and all that shit started going wonky. So I was trying to go to the police station so I could tell people like this what Kara and all these fake actors are doing and how the hospitals do what they do. And I thought they were literally treating me as a patient, but I'm tired. I haven't slept in literally 20 days.
One thing that I didn't really know about Jae Bae is that she's kind of religious, and she said that she rolled in there to pray over the patients because of all the fake actors that work in the hospital.
I was trying to pray for these people because I thought they were legit patients, and I thought I ruined their reputation or something because I kept hearing Jalen on the news, but I can never see Jalen on the news.
So Jae Bae is constantly rambling about the fake actors, Jalen being on the news, but she can't see Jalen on the news. And the cop kind of interrupts her and says, so do you have any family members that can take you?
So do you have any family in the area, Jalen?
Yeah, my dad, Jerome.
Where does...
7.5. Okay. I couldn't tell what was real and what was fake.
Would you want Dad to come and pick you up?
I sure would.
She wanted her dad to be called, but then she went on a very odd, non-complete sentence rant about how her dad is horrible.
Would Dad be...
Dad should know. Dad's bad guy. Dad's bad guy. I tried to call welfare check on him. I need a mental health eval though, but clearly all the hospitals are now shut down in the Tri-Cities. Is that what I'm getting at?
Unfortunately, just like many hospitals, businesses, family members, they called her father and he said he is done with her. He can't help her anymore. He's already tried.
The other ones are okay now. So we're just dealing with her. Having to get a hold of Dad.
Dad will not come.
We do find out a few things though. The officer asks a question and Jae Bae is a little confused and about like what hospital she can go to, and she kind of asks like, oh, there's only 2 hospitals left that will take me.
Or they at least have all trespassed me because they've done really bad things to me.
We've got like 2 hospitals here.
Two more left?
No, I mean there's Cadlick or Trios. That's one.
Well, I've been trespassed from all of them, but Cadlick, I was actually gonna be safe at. They thought all of a sudden though that I was gonna sue them, and then they started acting crazy.
Because supposedly Jae Bae goes to these hospitals, they ask her to leave, she doesn't, and then that's trespassing, and then they say, okay, so you can't come over here anymore because you're just too much. Don't waltz in the hospital over here, go to the next one. And apparently Jae Bae comes into the hospital buck naked and flaps her booty cheeks into their wheelchair, making demand.
Is that your guys' wheelchair?
Yes. She has no clothes on, just so you know.
Did she come in that way?
I have to give it to you nurses because from behind the screen and Jae Bae being, you know, away from me, I can at least sympathize that she's probably not mentally stable. But if I had to deal with her in person, that sympathy would leave my ass cheeks so quick, and so would my patience. You know, just roll her ass out there just like they did to Mr. Krabs when they found out that he had no insurance. But that's why I am not a nurse. So let's give all the people who have to deal with these kind of things a round of applause. Because the way that I could never.
Get out! Get the hell out of my house!
Eventually though, they get a hold of the dad. He doesn't want her. The hospital says we are also done. Sark, or whatever she's wanting to go to, says she's too heavy for our facility and our equipment.
So they don't want you here, and your dad is not willing to come help you because you burned that bridge. So what are you gonna do?
But for some reason, she was still set on going to this place called Sark.
I got a whole packet of information from Sark when they were doing my kit today.
Well, Sark's not available at this time, so what are you gonna do?
I can go to one of the shelters that they listed. I just need a phone because I don't know where mine is. I could tell you everything at the police station.
She was also dead set on getting to the police station. I'm not too sure if she kind of knew and understood that there was no other option for shelter at this point, except for the side of the road, butt ass naked, or jail.
Okay. And yeah, can you guys help me get my stuff? This is how they left me though, and I literally cannot. I have.
Where did your clothes go from wherever you were at to start with?
My rape kit at Sark, the Sark rape kit at Catholic, where I discharged. Remember when they trespassed me? I have all the evidence. It's all in there. If you guys take me down to the police station, we can talk.
So Jae Bae kept talking about this RAPE kit and the essay allegations, which she would always talk about on TikTok, where we thought she was talking about her boyfriend, but apparently she wasn't talking about her boyfriend. Anyway, the officers looked at the evidence and their faces were like, because there was no evidence, but she really wanted to go to jail. Jae Bae was ready and willing to go to jail, and these officers are like, no, we don't need to take you to jail. We do not want your butt cheeks up in that area. Please, someone else come take this girl.
Well, I don't need to take you there because we can't have you hanging out there either.
I don't know. I feel like Jae Bae was determined to get arrested that night. I'm not too sure, but they said you can get one phone call, and at first she said okay, and then the police officer gave her an or.
But you can make a phone call.
Okay, hold on.
And then if you can't find something after that, then we will help escort you off the property since they do not want you here.
Can we do that? Can we do that?
Do what?
Let's escort me off the property in the wheelchair so I can at least not be naked.
Well, you won't get to keep the wheelchair because it belongs to the hospital.
So, do you guys have like an ambulance you can take me to?
Nope, you would be able to walk yourself.
And we all know how Jae Bae doesn't like to be told that she needs to walk instead of roll in her wheelchair. So the police officers say, please make the phone call, Jae. And she starts making a call. I don't think she really called anyone. And as she's making this call, she's like going through all of this paperwork and asking the police officer to, you know, hit the thing. And he doesn't know what she's talking about.
Outside criminal court proceedings. Here we go. Boom, here we go. Hit the thing. Can you hit the thing? Do I only get one call?
Can you come,
Yeah.
make those?
Oh.
No one's picking up, no one's answering her call. She's dialing multiple numbers even though they said just one call.
This is a long hold. I think maybe we should call, let me call this 9 first.
And then at the end she says, oh, well, phone's not working.
Oh, yeah, see the phone's not working for me. You wanna try it again? Here, I'll have you push the buttons. Ready?
No, you're an adult. You can push them by yourself.
This is just kind of interesting to watch since I've been watching Jae Bae for so long and seeing, you know, things that she thinks is unjust. She's so entitled on the internet. She's used to getting what she wants. And to hear the police officer say, nope, you're an adult, you can do it, was very ironic and very funny. Mental problems or not, at this point, I think she knows how to dial a phone number. So she finally gets a hold of someone and she flips her whole thing. No longer does she need to tell on the hospital workers for being fake actors, no. Now she's going to tell on the police officers, specifically Wilson and Ramos, who have dealt with her before.
Hi, I'm at Trio Southridge Hospital. You have Wilson and Ramos here with me. I need to get arrested at this point because I have a lot to tell you about them.
Okay, for the people who are saying this isn't funny, you guys, I cracked up when they flipped the camera at Wilson and Ramos. They look so done. And they were. She got her phone privileges swiped away.
This is Jalen. JAELYNNIGRCHO. They're hanging up.
All right, let's go.
No, honey, they're right here. Do you want to talk to them? Do you want?
they don't
Yeah,
want to talk
here.
to you.
They don't want to talk. They gave me a ticket though, criminal warning. It says.
Oh, they're disconnecting the phone. Oh.
All right, you're good. Let's go.
And then, all of a sudden, Jae Bae, who wanted to get arrested, suddenly did not want to get arrested anymore. Once the cops said, we're going to arrest you.
That's your trespass
No, I'm
warning.
not
Your
going-
trespass
no,
from
I'm not going
Trios for
anywhere
99
with you.
years.
No, you're not going anywhere with us. You're leaving
No.
the property.
You're leaving the
Let's go.
property.
I'm not leaving. Hey, witnesses? I need a witness.
Nobody was on Jae Bae's side for this, except for a few people on TikTok saying she's having a mental health crisis. We'll get to them in a second.
She was very rude because she didn't know where she was or what was going on.
But I have to say, just because you're going through a mental health crisis doesn't exempt you from critique. It doesn't exempt you from people bringing up the odd things that you said in the past on social media. And it definitely doesn't exempt you to treat people badly. And it definitely doesn't exempt you to just sprout out false allegations.
This is all my evidence.
Yep.
Everyone.
Make sure you grab all your stuff.
No, hey, you guys, please. They're going to kill me.
She might really think that they're going to kill her, but at the same time, she has made multiple false allegations before. Always just makes things up in her head, and this is reason number 3 as to why I don't believe that airline employee looked at her with the wheelchair in her hand, said something fat phobic, and sprinted away while also screaming fat phobic things to Jae Bae. So right then, she declared that she is not leaving, and the police officer just decides to roll her on out.
Hey, I'm not leaving. I'm naked.
You're covered. You have all kinds of clothing.
And she starts getting angry. Titties start popping out. She's cursing at the police officer. She's pleading for help.
What's happened, dude? Hey, no, this is my evidence.
Yeah,
Get the f
going
out
on
now.
with you. Let's go.
Get the f out now.
Let's go. Let's go.
Get the f out now.
Let's go.
Okay, I need
That way.
This is why I came to Trios. This is
That
I
way.
knew you guys would do this.
That way.
They don't want to help you.
You've burnt the bridge, unfortunately.
If you think Trios, please, I'm sorry. This is why I was trying to talk to you privately. Please don't let them do this.
And once they get her outside, Jae Bae asks again, are you guys taking me to jail so I can present my evidence? The evidence she already presented, and they said it wasn't evidence. And they say, nope, but you need to stand up. Not only did they ask her to stand up, they asked her to walk because she can't have the wheelchair. It's not hers. I think she was under the impression that she would get a free seat, you know, like free wheelchair, just like she expressed and got all those signatures for the free seats for the airplanes on TikTok.
Why did you guys just tell me what the fuck is going on?
We did tell you.
Dude, I need to go to the police. Are you taking me to jail?
No,
I can't walk.
you can walk.
I can't.
You
I'm
can't.
going to sit here. So wherever you leave
Well,
me,
we will help remove you from the chair, and then you can decide if you want to
Take me
sit
to
on
jail.
the sidewalk.
Take
And
me
we're
to
not
jail.
taking you to jail.
I'm going to jail. I just ripped up your 99-year
That
thing.
that doesn't matter. You don't have to keep
Hey,
that paperwork.
Wherever you take me,
Sure.
help! Help! Ramos knows what he did!
See, this is when I jump back to the other side of the people who are like, this bitch. It's like when we all talked about, you know, creepy little Kendra, and she said that her psychiatrist crossed so many sexual lines with her, and she had evidence, when in fact that he never crossed the line, and there was also no evidence. He didn't even touch her. In fact, he seemed frightened of her. And she was the one sending him nude pictures.
KPD, hands up, don't shoot! I'm naked and they f***ing raped me! Trio South were just trying to save me!
So I had to edit that out, but she's saying that they are R-A-P-I-N-G her. Also, she's naked because she chose to be naked and flap those booty cheeks up into, you know, 2, 3, 4 hospitals. No one asked for this.
The FBI is watching. So yeah, do what you're gonna do. Destroy the evidence. Destroy the evidence.
Well, at least she got what she wanted. They didn't destroy the evidence. Everyone have seen Jae Bae, the woman who claimed that the world was wrong and she was right, innocent and nice and positive, throw a temper tantrum, burn every bridge even with her father and hospital workers, and then claim the R word because she's not getting what she wants.
Ramos! 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 KPD! KPD! All those police watching me! Where are you guys taking me?
Taking you off their property.
Oh!
What? She got up. She didn't even just get up. She got up swiftly. It was like a quick, she stood up like how I can get up. Maybe even better. I have a herniated disc. I have to be careful. She got up so fast. What?
Walk that way.
911!
Walk that way.
911!
Also, for the people who are saying, well, she has mental health problems, when does that stop being like a excuse? Because this woman threatened a police officer.
911!
Walk.
I'll f***ing kill you guys.
Walk.
Oh. Yeah, because I want to. Because I want to.
You need to get
Come on.
Once again, I know people have their things, But the moment you threaten me, I don't care what you have. I take that very seriously. But then they arrest her, and she seemed pretty happy about it.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
And then she wasn't happy about it and claimed the R word again.
911! They're raping me! They're trying to make me start.
That is the last thing that we will ever do.
Something that did kind of make me laugh was that when Jae Bae was screaming the R word.
Are you trying to rape me now? Or kill me?
Nope, I'm covering you.
And screaming for people to help her.
911! 911! Call 911!
The officers were just having a conversation amongst themselves about if the car was inclusive for her size.
Ready to go?
Oh, she'll fit, I think. Oh, she'll fit just fine.
You know, these officers were actually very nice. They said, she'll slide in, no problem. Well, Jae Bae made it a problem. She just fell to the ground.
KPD Ramos is trying to kill me!
All right, get in the car.
No! I can't! Oh my god! Mental health! Mental health!
You know, you can't really judge the people that are laughing at it. It's very ironic. I mean, I guess you can judge the people. Y'all judge everybody, so. But you can't blame the people that are laughing at this, right? It's interesting. Even the cops are laughing.
You guys are the FBI laughing, right?
Get in the car.
Oh my god!
Yeah, she fell again because she just kept flopping her body around.
Whoa! Whoa!
Go ahead and stand up.
I can't.
Yeah, you can.
I can't.
You just stood up out of the chair just fine by yourself.
That checks out. She did stand up, butt cheeks and all. He was not lying. We all saw the footage and we were shook. From anything I'm taking away from this, I'm not over the way that she just swiftly stood up. The way she acted on social media was that she needed the airplane employee to push her in the wheelchair. It was detrimental. But she looked just fine walking around the hospital parking lot. Maybe she just needed to do it in the nude. Who knows? But I do know I was surprised. She did very good standing up. But now she's on the ground yelling her normal chant that she's been doing all night.
Hands up, don't shoot! Hands up, don't run! Hands up, don't shoot! I'm disabled!
So she got charged for assaulting an officer, which she said on the video.
I assaulted an officer, please take me to jail!
She would make a few more demands that the officer said absolutely not, booty cheeks.
Well, I can't get up like this with my hands in cuffs.
Okay, so how can we assist you to get up?
Cuffs off.
No.
I would definitely not take those cuffs off, especially the way that she surprised us of how she moved pretty swiftly. She might surprise us and have the quickness with her upper body and be able to just quickly get one to your face. Nevertheless, Jae Bae continued to refuse to stand up because she claims that she couldn't.
Okay, well then I can't get up.
Yeah, you can.
I literally can't.
Sure you can.
And you know what? I don't know what Officer Ramos did, but she has it out for him and his family.
I literally can't.
Put your leg underneath you. We'll
And
help you stand up.
Satan burned them all to the ground. And Ramos went to prison where he got ass raped for the rest of his life. And his whole family died because I set this all up.
What did Officer Ramos do? And what does his family have to do with it? He probably has kids. They don't know who she is.
I gotta lay down. I'm disabled as shit. Hey, dude, you're literally hurting me.
Okay, well stand up.
Live stream.
Okay. Stand up for me.
I can't.
And then we can help you get in the car.
Let me roll over.
Okay, how do you want to do that?
Let me roll over.
Okay.
Take
How you
care
gonna
of
do that?
yourself.
Well, that won't happen.
Well, I
but
can't.
how would you like us to help you to
I
stand up?
can't. Wait till the other officers pull up.
Well, there's no other
Yeah,
officers
they are. I
coming.
dispatched 988. They're on the way.
Yeah, they're not. So
No,
how
they
can we
are.
assist you in getting up?
Remember, I can't use the phone. I'm cuckoo.
How can we assist you in getting up?
You can't. Can someone call an ambulance?
Well, the ambulance never came. Most of the video was them just asking, how can we assist you so that you can stand up?
The Pasco police. Y'all gonna keep me right here naked and all.
Well, if you stood up, we could help you get in the
I
car.
can't stand up.
So tell me how we can assist you to stand up.
Ask the FBI when they show up on you.
And then damning all their mamas to hell.
These and they mama. Burn in fucking hell, bitch. No with police. The Richmond police.
Not the officer yawning. He deals with this every day and he is tired. In the end, she reminded them that she is disabled.
But remember, you're unlawfully detaining a disabled woman.
But she also got what she wanted. She went to jail that day.
Okay, well, you're under arrest, so we're
I
not
know.
detaining you. You're under
I have
arrest.
the right to an attorney and I have the right to remain
You sure do,
silent.
and you can also remain silent. That would be a great thing to start with.
But not before Jae Bae's signature song.
Hands up, don't shoot. I'm black and brown, they shoot us down. I'm black and brown, they shoot us down.
And one more request.
Okay, guys, it's time to come out, because at this point, we need a fucking ambulance.
I have no clue how she got up that day. Did she stand up? Did they have to roll her into the cop car? Did the ambulance come? I just have so many questions as to how did they hoist our girl up? Hello, Editing Michelle here. I am so sorry. Where I got this video, it cut off right there. But the channel Arrest Cam had the ending because I was so curious. Jae Bae would get up after making sure that she told everyone that she was disabled again.
Remember, I'm a disabled woman, and you're pretending right now. So read me my f***ing rights.
And then she asked the Lord to guide her body from the earth, and she rose up from the power of God.
I asked the Lord for the strength to get up and for the FBI to swoop in because I'm too scared now. Oh God, okay, in the name of Jesus Christ. Oh my God.
And then the power of God wore off and she laid right back down.
I can't f***ing do it. Oh my God, can you loosen the cuffs?
That's as loose as they're gonna get.
So eventually they did end up getting something to lift her because she just either refused or she couldn't.
Like a lift thing from the fire guys that's soft. So we'll basically we'll roll her on her stomach so she can't kind of sit up and kick in the...
It took about 5 to 6 grown men to roll her up like a little sausage. They covered her up and Jae Bae started praying.
Bring that.
In God I say, in God we trust, and they cannot move me at all. And they cannot move me at all because I am 550 pounds.
And well, unfortunately that day the devil was strong and they did move her and she did not like that.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! I can't breathe. I can't. Hey, I can't breathe. Hey, I can't fucking breathe. I'm not. What the fuck? What the fuck? Jalen changing. Jalen, I start changing. 866. Call 5653. 3. Oh, thank God.
And then it happens. She uses both F words in the same sentence.
That's why everything just happened, you fucking idiots. And faggot ass piggy pig pigs. And faggot ass piggy pig pigs.
Which I don't think I have to point out to you, but I will, is extremely ironic coming from a person that's 500 pounds, who can't even get up off the floor.
In the name of Satan! In the name of Satan!
What I do know is that many people were right about Jae Bae not being mentally stable. The things that she did, the things that she said, that's not a normal functioning brain. And of course, many people called her entitled. They were correct. So like I said earlier, many people from the fat acceptance community are now speaking out about Jae Bae because she was part of their community. And one of those people is Mighty Morphin Fashion. She's a fat lib and a writer. We know that because it's right in her bio. Why do people have to put these in their bio? Like, they have to make sure people know I am body positive. I am a fat lib writer. Buy my book. You know what? I can't really make fun of them. When I turned 19 and did my first fitness competition, the first thing I did was sprint to my computer and change my Facebook name to Michelle McDaniel, figure competitor. I'm so embarrassed. Don't tell anybody. Actually, I still think my name is still that. I don't think I could change like the URL thing. I think it still says Michelle McDaniel, figure competitor, and I ain't about to step on stage. No one's gonna take my hot Cheetos away from me, except for my IBS. Anywho, Mighty Morphin is a follower of Samira. She also fights the whole clothing companies to have more clothes for their booty cheek.
Does everybody remember when Torrid was pulling this same stunt 2 years ago? Because I do.
And she had a lot to say about Jae Bae, and people had a lot to say back because it sounded like she was trying to give Jae Bae a little bit of a pass because she was going through, you know, some brain stuff.
And I'm already seeing some people use it as reasoning as to why people should lose weight, so I have decided that I want to talk about it.
To be fair, there was plenty of reasons as to why she needed to lose weight. One of the main ones being she had limited resources because she was so large. So she couldn't just go to any hospital, and many places couldn't take her because of her size. And these people have been fighting for bigger hospital beds or things in hospitals that can fit them for years.
A lot of you have never seen me before, so you don't know the type of person that I am or the type of content that I create. I actually care about everybody and that every single person gets care and has access to things, which is kind of the thing that people take issue with because they think that only certain people should be receiving care, certain people that they deem worthy enough of getting care. And I have a problem with that.
They haven't gotten very far. So the next best thing to do to make sure that you get the care that you want is probably just reduce the Fat Shack chicken strips, Jae Bae and friends. So Mighty Morphin was actually really irritated about people's takes going on about Jae Bae, and she was explaining how she's in the same circle, the same crew as Jae Bae, but she didn't really know her.
I believe we were mutuals on TikTok. I didn't really interact with her except for when she was working on the like FAA comments when they were asking people for feedback as to like how to improve airlines, and she had that campaign for more airlines to adopt similar policies to Southwest's customer of size policy.
See, she's one of those people that believes if your butt cheek takes up 2 to 3 seats, the airline should give it to you for free.
She sent me an email basically just like talking about that stuff and asking people to help comment for the FAA to make planes more accessible. I don't think I really interacted with her outside of that. So like I don't know her as a person. I have recommended her, like her content to people.
And many people thought that Mighty Morphin was enabling Jae Bae's behavior.
Because to me, it very clearly seems like she was having some sort of mental health issue. And the facility that she was at made a comment that like she knows what she's doing. But obviously, like, you would have to have background knowledge about what they're referring to in order to know what they're talking about.
So I don't know if she watched the whole dash cam video of Jae Bae threatening to kill the cop, damning their whole family to hell, and saying that she's going to light up Officer Ramasu's family. Mental issues or not, that's not okay. I just have to ask, I know people hate whataboutism, but what about if, one of these ultra rich, super white guys that own a clothing company that refuse to go over a size extra large. And they did something like that where they said, I'm gonna pew pew fat people. I'm gonna like not even fat people in hell, just a fat person that they just don't like. You know, they're going to burn their whole family alive and damn their mother to hell. How would they take that? Would they say, well, he probably is obviously going through mental health issues, or would they have a lot to say on TikTok? Just wondering. Follow-up question, if someone said that to you, would you say, oh,
No, they're fine. It's, you know, they got mental health problems.
or would you be kind of like, huh? Right? Anyway, people brought this up in her comment section and made sure to tell her that her dad isn't talking to her, no one's talking to her, everyone has cut her off, and she even threatened a cop. But Mighty Morphin and probably most of the people in this community said that she doesn't really care. The only thing she's mostly concerned about is the people using it to push their anti-fatness. And can we just redirect back to the issue as to why Jae Bae couldn't get to her choice of hospital facility? She was too big. So you guys can complain about anti-fatness all you want. It doesn't seem like it's going to help all that much, at least in our lifetime. So we might as well just reduce the calories just a little bit. Some anti-fatness is good to an extent. Otherwise, you're going to get the help that my 600-pound life people have. And that seems like a hassle.
2, 2, 3. There you go. That wasn't bad, was it?
Oh Lord, please don't let them kill me.
As of now, Jae Bae was released from jail and she's in like a mental health facility. And even though Jae Bae's name is great for views, for channels like mine, like commentary creators really love when Jae Bae does something because it usually does really well viewing wise. I hope that this is the end of Jae Bae. I hope she just does not get online again, because I really think that people who have mental problems like that, the last thing they need to do is find their way into TikTok. It seems like it never ends well, and this is another story of it not ending well. So I'm hoping that this is the end of Jae Bae, at least on the internet. You guys, thank you guys so much for watching and coming and listening to me explain this whole story. If you want more stories and long form content, check out my last video. We're talking about more creators that preach body positivity, loving who you are. You don't need to lose weight. You look great the way you are. Just love yourself. And they were doing the exact opposite behind closed doors. I will make sure to link that below in my description and the pinned comment, and I will see you guys in the next one. Remember, you do not have to be a size 2. Having big biceps to scare away the boys is wonderful, but you need to be somewhat healthy, at least to the point that you can choose whatever facility you can go to and you're not so big that they can't treat you. Also, do you really want your butt cheeks flopping around in the hospital parking lot while everyone kind of looks at you like, ugh? Right? We need to have, you know, some sort of anti-fatness going on a little bit. Still, very surprised about how she got up. Is anyone else surprised about that, or am I the only one?
Where my goals at? Hey, it's time for all of us to rise. We stayed in the crevices of the earth, but now it's time. There's no time to wait. Fun is at stake. My ghouls, you know what to do. The touch of the darkness is here. While mortals run in fear, we thrive in the night and the cold. Glitter in the grave.